Alright, in this video, I'll be going over every single crew head level character from the manga Lookism. Crew head as in characters strong enough to lead their own crew, for example, Jake came from Big Deal or Johan from God Dog. Obviously, there are already crew heads that I will not be naming off in this video, because people know they're already crew heads, people know their level is already strongest crew heads. These being like Jake Kim, Vasco, Johan, Ollie Wing, Ellie Jing, Tom Lee, Gio, Hudson On, and more. Now, this video is heavily inspired by Sorakage, so make sure you go check out his video, and obviously, this video does contain spoilers for Lookism. But yeah, let's get right into the video. This one is obvious. Daniel's already more than qualified to be a crew head, being one of the strongest characters in the manga. Haven't even taken down crew heads in the past, especially UI Daniel taking on crew heads simultaneously. Even stated by Gun that Daniel should form his own crew and that he's more than qualified enough to be. This obviously is only his first body, which is more than enough to be qualified a crew. But what about his second body? In recent chapters, little Daniel has underwent training from Sofia, a Russian systema teacher, and even Gun has acknowledged that he is one of the only characters to be a genius who can learn moves just from seeing them. We haven't seen any solid feats from little Daniel yet, but he has underwent training from Gun, and I'm sure that he will be very strong enough after the training and will be on crew head level or even more, probably even more. Zach Lee is another crew head level character in my opinion, being comparable to the likes of Daniel Park and Vasco in many situations, even beating a pre-UI Daniel Park, which is already a really good enough feat to give him crew head status. And even more, in recent chapters he has underwent training from Gong Xiap, one of the first generation kings, the same character who's comparable to other first generation kings. All of this on top of his own UI mode, you could say, where he becomes depressed and gains a huge power amp. Zach Lee is definitely one of the characters that is deserving its crew head title and is definitely strong enough to be. Chae, another student from Chae High, has very good feats to measure him up to a crew head, from learning systema from Sofia when he was a child, to taking out groups of gang members with ease, to being comparable to Logan Lee, one of the strongest characters of the show, and having a almost even fight with him. Unfortunately, we haven't seen Chae in many chapters compared to the other characters on this list, but I still think he's arguably strong enough to become a crew head, and he still has a lot of potential. Without a doubt, Logan Lee is strong enough to be a crew head, having insane feats from being faster than Zach, known for his speed, and even beating him, having the upper hand battling Chae, able to regain full stamina in only 30 minutes of resting as stated in the webtoon, and many more feats. He is also one of the Gu's secret friends, which means he has been acknowledged by Gu for his immense strength, jujutsu, weapon use, and other factors. It is unknown if he was trained by Gu, but either way, these feats by themselves already make Logan more than qualified enough to be a crew head. Vin Jin is arguably the strongest character in Chae High School as of now. Although we haven't seen the likes of Zach, Vasco, or Daniel show up in any of the fights in the recent chapters, Vin Jin has been shown having insane feats in the recent chapters, from having an SSS plus power level stated by Eugene, the head of the workers, who, keep in mind, also gave characters like Ward or Zach a B at this time. He also no-diffs Akira, a JFC undefeated champion who was like 19-0, who was known for having lightning speed, calling it slow, having grip strength strong enough to lift out trees from the ground, also no-diffing a self-defense forces soldier Kazuma. Vin Jin is unarguably a crew head level character. You can also argue he was already a crew head level character, but for the sake of this video and the fact that he's been out of the gang for the entire series, I put him in this video. Rorin is one of the strongest characters in Hostile right now, right under Ellie Jang, being trained directly under Manager Kim, one of the strongest characters in the entire series, who has went head to head with Tom Lee and thought of Rorin as a worthy student. Rorin is also comparable to Jerry Kwon, having been acknowledged by him, and it is even stated that after training, Rorin could win in a rematch against Ellie or Jerry. I don't know if that's true, it just says that on the fandom, it probably is true. Anyways, Rorin is obviously a top fighter deserving of being on a crew head level. Jerry Kwon, the second in command in Big Deal, he is known as Jake Kim's sword, being stated to being stronger than Jake Kim, being comparable to Mandeok Bang, the vice president of the workers, who has went head to head with Tom Lee, one of the strongest characters in the entire series, and has gave Jerry recognition, calling him strong and saying he will remember him. These feats by themselves put Jerry above crew head level, and I wouldn't doubt Jerry beating some of the existing crew heads as of now. I'm putting these two at once because they are very relative to each other, and obviously these two are for sure crew head level and are two of the strongest characters in the series. From creating the 4 major crews and beating all of the crew heads as well as training some of them, these two are obviously up there, even both of them beating UI Daniel Park, only suffering a broken arm. These two are without a doubt crew head level characters. The vice president and one of the VVIPs of the workers, both being Eugene's bodyguards, they are both high skilled in combat, being compared to Gun and Gu as Eugene's own versions, as well as both going head to head with Tom Lee. Yuseong was also recognized by Daniel in the Summon arc as being the strongest in the room, with characters such as Johan, Jake, Ellie Jang, and Mandeok being present in the same room. Mandeok has also beaten a bloodlusted Jerry Kwon, which is not an easy feat at all. These two characters are without a doubt crew head level. A very strong character who is Warren Chae's teacher of close quarters combat, aka CQC, being Warren Chae's teacher as well as having his own insane feats from going head to head with Johan, being comparable to Tom Lee in their interview, having stated that Tom Lee or Mandeok Kim would rather not have to fight again. If Mandeok Kim wanted to form his own crew, he could for sure, and is one of the strongest characters in the show for sure. The third affiliate director of the workers, Xiaolung, has been stated to be comparable to Gun by Oldface, which I don't think is true, but having that even being stated is an insane feat by itself. Although he was packed up by Jake Kim at the end of the third affiliate arc, he came back in a Hunt of Big Deal arc and put up a very good fight against Jake Kim, which the result is unknown at the time of this video, but Xiaolung is already a crew head level character. Next, we have characters that I don't know if they are head of crews, as in Samuel, the president of the third and fourth affiliates. He's obviously a crew head level character, going head to head of other crew heads, even beating the 4 major crew heads in a fight. We also have James Lee, the strongest character in all of Lookism, who is unknown to have his own crew at the time. So these characters, I don't know if they do have a crew head, but I'm going to put them on this list because obviously they are very strong. Lineman, a member of Big Deal, is very strong, having decent feats, most notable being Jake Kim asking him to take over Big Deal if something happens. You could say this makes him strong enough to lead a crew by himself, but it is very arguable if he is on the crew head level. Mary Kim, a judo champion at middle school, nicknamed the Empress of 2 Seconds, could possibly be strong enough to be a crew head. Even Vin Jin could not defeat her in middle school, although that's not much of a feat, so she's not on the list, but she's definitely strong enough character and could possibly take down some of the crew heads in the earlier chapters. Nomin, Daruma, and Hutoko, all being executives with the second affiliate, they are all strong in their own right, so could possibly be a crew head level, all having decent feats in the second affiliate arc. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know if I missed any crew head level characters in the comments down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.